Local, live, late breaking. This is WESH 2 News Sunrise on CW18.
It's November, and you will probably see a lot more facial hair this month.
Dr. B is back to tell us why men are growing out their beards when we come back.
We want to talk about something really important. This month, you may see more men than usual with mustaches or facial hair. It's not just a fashion trend, but an attempt at raising more awareness for men's health.
Yes, and our good friend Dr. B is back with us this morning to talk about Movember. You've already gotten things started. We can see.
I have. I brought a prop today. Here you go, my mustache.
This is awesome. What is this campaign really about, though?
Well, as you mentioned, facial hair is in right now.
Yes.
But there's several actually nonprofits that utilize the growth of facial hair in November to raise awareness for diseases that affect men. The biggest of this is Movember. Since they started in 2003, they've raised over $800 million to commit to initiatives that raise awareness for men's health. And so, this mustache is only for 30 days, but that's going to lead to almost 30 years of good health in men if we're able to get men to make those lifestyle changes.
Start talking about it. Okay, so we're talking about prostate cancer. What types of diseases?
So the Movember Foundation focuses on 4 disease processes: prostate cancer, which is the #2 killer of men in America; testicular cancer, which is the most common cancer in the age groups of 15 to 34; mental health, so men are 3 times more likely to commit suicide than females; and finally, an inactivity, which affects not just men, but everyone in America right now.
That's true.
What's the difference between, we're talking about Movember, but there's also No Shave November, and that goes from the mustache to the beard, right?
Yeah, that's everything. It's just different organizations. So No Shave November is actually promoting all cancer awareness in men, but what I tell guys is just do something. You don't have to grow the facial hair. Actually, Movember, women can be involved as well, so you don't have to grow facial hair. but you can be what they call a Mo sister. So you can be part of the activity part, and you can be the supporter of men to grow the mustache and go see a doctor and improve their health lives. So
you just mentioned going to see a doctor. So when I think of this, I think about my dad, who sometimes has shied away from the doctor, even if he really needs to. So what are your tips for men as this month and years go on? Yeah,
so it's not just your dad. 24% of men in the past year, when they should have gone and seen a doctor, don't, compared to women. So the simplest thing is make them confident, make them go see someone that they may feel comfortable with. There's a lot of preconceptions. You're going to come to the office, you're going to get this and that, and they're going to find something that I really don't have. Well, that's not true. So find a doctor that you can relate with, but just get them into the door, and then we'll do the rest for you.
And I know I'm guilty of that. There's lots of times where I just choose not to go do that. Are there things that we can do at home to sort of maybe pre-screen ourselves before we need to go to the doctor if we don't want to be at the doctor's office?
That's a great question. So just for example, testicular cancer, that's something that men can screen for every month on their own by doing self-examinations. The other thing is just get up off the couch. The second you get up off the couch and increase your overall activity, you basically are preventing disease in you, because by being more active, you're going to lead to less chances of cancers, heart disease, and many other problems down the road. So you can take your health in your own hands. So let's just do it.
Absolutely.
Awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you in.
Thank you.
And we're loving the mustache right now.
I think we'll have to take a selfie with it.
Yes, we will. But now we're going to check on the forecast with Amy.